It's full of questions, like what makes living in space different from living on Earth? To answer this, I'll begin with a controlling idea. Living in space is different from living on Earth because, I don't have any evidence to support that idea. So let's do some reading to find out more. Whoa, I can't believe that worked. Ooh, one more. Oh, there we go. Okay, living on the International Space Station. Looks pretty promising. As we read, we'll underline only the keywords and evidence that we can use to help us answer the question. Okay, due to zero gravity, astronauts wash with no rinse soap. Also, using the bathroom requires suction tubes. This evidence tells us that basic tasks are different in space because of zero gravity. All water is recycled using a high-tech filter, including wash water, sweat, and urine. Wait, what? Gross. Well, and pretty fascinating. There must be limited water on the station since astronauts recycle all of it. This is implicit evidence. It's not directly stated, but it is implied from reading the text. During the day, astronauts perform research and repairs. When it's time to rest, astronauts attach their sleeping bags to the wall so that they don't float away. Wow. This explicit evidence tells us that astronauts perform research. And that's interesting, but it's not needed to answer a question because astronauts perform research on Earth too. However, sleeping attached to the wall is certainly different than life on Earth. This is definitely something I want to make note of. Okay, let's check out this text called The Human Body in Space. Living in space means zero gravity, so astronauts must exercise regularly to avoid losing muscle strength and endurance. This explicit evidence tells us that exercise is important to not lose muscle strength. Also, astronauts are 10 times more vulnerable to radiation exposure, and without protective shielding, they might get radiation sickness. This evidence makes me wonder, astronauts in space need protection from radiation. Seems like living on Earth provides us protection from the extra radiation. Okay, now that we've read both texts, we can use the evidence from both to support our controlling idea. Living in space is different from living on Earth. And now for the fun part, writing. Be sure to construct a well-written paragraph using your own words, of course. You got this.